Gosh, you know, you're going to be late opening the shop.
Oh, it's all right. Still be quiet after Christmas.
Where's your undies?
Right?
Well, they're not here.
Oh, you must be.
Well, where's the ones I bought you for Christmas?
Well, they must be in the ironing pile somewhere.
Well, these aren't them.
No, I got these in sales the other day.
Well, if you didn't like the ones I got you, you could have told me.
No, I just thought I'd buy them because they were going cheap, you know.
So where's the ones I got you? I mean, they can't just have vanished.
Well, I don't know. I don't do the washing, do I?
I'm gonna have to go to the garage and get some petrol, but I don't want to go to the parade because, well, it's a bit embarrassing, really.
Why?
In case I bump into Jackie.
Have you spoken to her recently?
No, not since Christmas. You haven't been pestering her.
I never pester her. I just like to keep in touch.
Well, let's just keep to our agreement, shall we? We'll just leave her alone until something happens and, well, there's been enough gossip.
Yes, but, I'm a little bit worried she might have too much freedom.
Freedom? How do you mean?
Well, when Lisa and I went to the bar on New Year's Eve, I saw her kissing Ben from next door.
Well, we always kiss each other in the new year, so what?
You didn't see them. It was out and out lust. They could have slept together.
Do you know they did?
Oh, no. Of course not. Yeah, but she's a very attractive young woman. Don't you think we should put some sort of no-sex clause into our agreement?
You're getting paranoid.
You didn't see them. There was a real attraction between her and that boy. If I hadn't...
You haven't what? What did you do?
Actually, I had a word with her.
Well, I hope you were discreet. I mean, please tell me you didn't upset her again.
Well, I suppose I made a bit of a spectacle of myself in front of Lisa.
Go on, what happened?
Well, there was a bit of a scene. I couldn't avoid telling Lisa about us and Jackie. She said I was mad. You don't think I'm mad, do you?
If Lisa knows, then how many other people in the place know? I bet the whole neighborhood knows.
I was upset, Max. I really want this baby, and I don't want Jackie spoiling things for us.
Well, you should have thought of that before you dived in with both feet. Look, leave it to me. I'll speak to her. I'll find a way to talk to her without the whole world knowing our business.
How about them bedrooms, Bing? All en suite, sky telly, the lot.
Very plush. These rooms don't come cheap, do they?
How's your cocoa? I could stay in a B&B in Rill for a fortnight on what it's going to cost me for 2 nights in that place. Well, what do you think of the new clubber, then?
Oh, I say. You are pushing the boat out, old son, aren't you?
Yeah, I've upped the limits on me flexible friend. Just hope it's enough.
When do you go?
Tomorrow, back Friday. Do you reckon I'm doing the right thing?
Well, she's agreed to go with you, hasn't she? What more can you ask?
Hi. Hi. Morning. Have you finished your contract?
Yes, thanks.
I was wondering if I could talk to you before you went to work.
I'm in rather a hurry.
I just wanted to explain about wanting to find my dad.
You really don't need to explain.
I do. I didn't mean to upset you. If I'd known the way you felt, I wouldn't have just blundered on.
Yes, well, I think I'm over it now. I've got to go to work. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Why won't you talk to me? She's used writing some stupid chip shop contract as an excuse to keep out of my way. And now she won't even spare me 5 minutes. Why won't she let me explain?
Well, give her time. It was only a few weeks ago you suddenly popped up out of the blue. She's hardly had time to come to terms with that.
Yeah, but wanting to find my father won't make any difference to me and Eleanor. It won't change the way I feel about her.
Well, try and see it from her point of view.
How can I when she won't even speak to me?
Well, we both know she's not exactly proud of the way you came into the world.
Yeah, I know.
She's probably just trying to protect you.
Protect me?
Well, maybe your real father isn't the James Dean figure that you had in your head. And maybe she's just trying to save you from being disappointed.
Well, maybe he would be a disappointment. But I need to make up my own mind. Can't you talk to her, Ollie? Can't you ask her to give me time to explain?
All right, then. I'll try and talk to her.
Where are you singing tonight?
Some place New Year's Eve.
Don't sound too enthusiastic, will you?
It's hardly Las Vegas, is it?
Jimmy, I've stripped the tree. You can put it away.
There we go.
What's that?
Look, I knew what you felt about cracks, but don't be worrying. This picture won't bite.
Jimmy.
Well, it's going to remind her every time she sees it, isn't it?
She has got a point, you know, love.
Cracks might be gone, but her memory lives on. That is where she's staying, pride of place.
Yeah, but...
No buts, Jackie. That's where she's staying. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hi, love.
Hi, Pete. Hi. What do you think? Well, she'll never make the Pirelli calendar, will she? You never learned to respect for the dead. I'm going to work.
Jimmy. Christmas tree. Thanks, Katie. Bye. If you read it through again in your own time, and then you and Mr. Corkill sign it, I can take things from there.
Yeah, thanks. Look, I'm thinking about the house as well. I mean, I can't stop paying the rent until, you know, they send me away. So I was wondering what to do.
Oh, well, that's easy enough. If you give me all the details before the trial, then in the event of your imprisonment, I can handle notice to the landlord and so on.
Yeah, another worry to sort out.
Try not to be pessimistic. You've got to stay positive. I know it's hard, but you've got to try.
Yeah, I see.
Hello.
Hi.
Sinbad, have you got a minute? Could you check this over for me, please? The wiring's all right, but it's not picking up. It seems to have got some sort of blockage.
Yes, I'll have a look at it, Pete.
I'd be grateful if you could do that today, old timer, because I need it for Julia in the morning.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Pete. I'm just locking up for the day.
Locking up? But you've barely been open an hour.
Look, I don't want any hassle. I've got loads of things on my mind, right?
Yes, of course. Is there anything I can do?
You used to work at the hospital, didn't you?
Yes. Why do you want?
Doesn't matter. You probably couldn't do anything about it anyway, Bing. See you later.
So anyway, I've been thinking about my New Year's resolution.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
To finally get a place for you, me and Kylie, and sort that divorce of yours out.
Peter, I know things haven't really moved on, but you've just lost that 15 grand, haven't you? Maybe we should hang on for a bit.
No way. I'm not letting that spoil everything for us.
Good for you, love.
Why don't we go into town tomorrow, get ourselves a solicitor, and then go around and see some of the flat agencies?
Sounds like a good start to me. Right, me laddo. Up to bed for an hour for you.
Well, you up for it?
I thought we weren't going to rush into things.
We've been engaged for 6 weeks. We've got to start planning things. Why are you so not interested?
I am.
Have you gone off the idea of being engaged?
No.
Seems everything I say and do you're bored stiff with.
It's not you, Peter. It's just this gig tonight.
But it's a good venue. It's the same as you did New Year's Eve, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's that same slimy manager. The one who thought I was one of the perks of his job.
Oh, come on. It's an occupational hazard showbiz, isn't it? You can't avoid the old casting couch when you want to be famous, can you?
Yeah, but you don't know what he's like. The right old groper.
No worries. I'll be your guardian angel tonight. Your hair will look brilliant. And you'll be head and shoulders above some minty club. You'll shine, you see.
I'm going for a walk. Do you want to come?
I'm not in the mood. Sorry.
Oh, go on. I've got a new line of inquiry to follow.
Oh, yeah? I think that's a good idea after the way Eleanor reacted to the list of bike shops.
But did you notice that when she was telling us that it was all getting boring, she let 2 more bits of information slip? 1, that Nick was a hippie, and 2, she met him at a party.
So?
Well, the hippie bit's not much use, but the party could be vital. Whose party was it? Did they invite him? Where was the party? If we can find out the answers to these questions, then we could have some more witnesses to interrogate.
Yeah, well, I don't think she'd thank us for giving her a grilling at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I'm going to go and see Mr. Crosby at the garage. He's very experienced at sleuthing. So, you sure you don't want to come?
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't want to do anything to upset Eleanor even more.
OK. I'll be discreet. Bye.
Bye.
There you go, chicken. Ta-da.
What were you whittering on about?
I was just saying, does a dog have a soul?
Oh, that's no fairness in the animal hospital.
I mean, if there's a head, does that include pets or what? And when my time comes and I go down that long tunnel, am I going to see Cracker coming towards me, wagging a tail and barking or what?
Aren't you jumping the gun a bit there?
How do you mean?
Presuming you'll be going to heaven. Is it all right if I take a break?
Yes, funny Ollies, go.
All right, how's it going?
Oh, can a dog have a soul?
Is Mo finished for the day, like?
Yeah. Just gone on a break.
How's she shaking up?
Yeah, all right, yeah, not bad.
Look, I've got this paper from your solicitor I want you to sign. It's about you running this place.
Mick, do we have to bother with all these bits of paper?
Hey, look, I want to do things properly, Jimmy. Just read it, will you, and sign where the pencil crosses. Not so sure about you taking Mo on, though.
Mick, we're paying her peanuts. Cash in hand. Sounds as what's all this 3 months like? I've got to make a profit in 3 months, or the solicitor will find someone else to run the place. What's all that about?
Hey, I'm only taking legal advice, Jimmy. I've got to think of Leo and Gemma. The profits on this place are their future.
Yeah, I know, Mick, but...
Anyway, I'm not too sure you know what you're doing. For a start, you never said anything about taking on extra help. Maybe we'd better have another think about you running this place.
3 months. No sweat. Been making a fortune for you and the kids. Yes, love, what can I get you?
All right, Bing. Any chance of your lad doing a bit of valeting on me motor? Can't have Molly being transported out in a mucky vehicle, can I?
Oh, no problem, Ron. All part of our service.
Look, I want a top-notch job doing, OK? Tyres blacked up and everything. I want it to look like it's just come out of the showroom.
Well, our standard valeting would cover that. £35.
35 quid? To clean a car? I'll do it myself.
Sorry to bother you, Mr. Crosby. I was just wondering, have you seen Sinbad?
Well, he closed up about an hour ago.
Closed up?
Yes, for the days.
Well, where's he gone?
I'm afraid I don't know, but he did look a little upset.
Yeah. Well, we had a bit of a narc this morning.
Oh, dear.
And these were a bit of a peace offering.
Oh, I see. Well, look, if I see him, I'll tell him you're looking for him.
Mum, if that's Peter, tell him I'll only be 5 minutes.
Hello? Oh, it's you. Yeah? Yeah, the same to you. Happy New Year. No, she's not. She's out singing. Yeah, I'll tell her. No, I won't forget. Try.
Tell him I'm nearly ready. Well?
It wasn't Peter.
Oh.
It was Barry Grant saying he'll be back on Friday.
Why didn't you tell me he was on the phone?
I did it for your own good.
You've no right.
Lindsay, you're in a mess. I mean, what are you up to, eh? What the hell do you think you're doing? One minute you say you want Barry Grant, the next minute you're with Peter making plans.
I don't want to be making plans.
No, you just want Barry Grant, don't you?
Fed up. I'm fed up with everything.
And do you think Barry will solve that?
I don't know.
Well, you better decide then, haven't you? Because I don't want to have to be lying for you again, Lindsay, and I don't want Peter being messed around. You just decide what you want.
Hello there.
Hello.
Happy New Year, by the way.
Same to you.
I suppose you're well and truly back in harness after the break?
Definitely.
Personally, I think it's too long. It seems to get longer every year, except for people like us in the service industries.
Well, 2 weeks in forced break doesn't help me, I'm afraid. You can't contact anyone.
I think young Danny's ready to get back to school. He was quizzing me about missing persons. Very mysterious. No idea what he's up to. Yes, I think it's probably time he got back to his studies. Right, there we are.
Thanks.
It's no wonder they say a dog's a man's best friend. That's what our Cracks was to me. A real friend. She went through all sorts with me. All me ups, all me downs, and never a word of complaint.
Well, maybe that's because it's a dog and dogs can't talk.
Unless you've experienced it, you haven't got a clue.
God, look at the gob on this one.
All right, mate. What are you having?
I'll just have chips and gravy, please.
What's this, comfort eating?
Got the New Year blues, have you?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Well, in that case, forget the gravy. I've got some dead hot curry sauce here. That'll pick you up.
Clear it out and all.
I'll tell you what, cancel it. Just cancel everything. I'm not in the mood.
You know what you should do? Take this one down the Swan with you for a few pints.
Hey, aye. Behave yourself, will you? You can't just leave the shop like that.
The shop will be fine with me. Anyway, I can work better when there's no one bending me ear about dead dogs.
Why is it only me that cares?
Do you fancy a pint, mate?
Don't know about that. I'm Mick's official manager now. I don't want him thinking he signed up a skiver, you know.
Oh, go on.
I only want a couple, you know.
Go on, then. But next door. I want to keep on top of this job. Any problems, you know where I am, right?
That was his first executive decision. Well, apart from taking me on.
Hey, first of many, you. Keep that buttoned.
Oh, that smells good. Have you made enough for me? I'm sick of Grant's food.
Plenty. How did you get on with Jackie?
Oh, I haven't seen her yet.
But you said you were going to talk to her in private. The longer we leave it, the more likely she is to back out.
There's no need to panic. Look, if I've got to grovel to Jackie, then I'm not doing it anywhere where the neighbours can spot me. I'll be seeing her tomorrow.
Where?
Well, you know Preston's, the wine merchants. They've invited us to the wine tasting tomorrow afternoon.
Well, we'll have to cancel that. Talking to Jackie's much more important.
Yeah, no. Well, I don't mean that. I did a discreet check with Nigel Preston's secretary, and it appears that Jackie's been invited to the same do.
Oh.
So I can talk to her there, and no one round here will know a thing.
Thank goodness. And we'll have to mention this no sex thing. See, perhaps we should put something in writing.
No. First of all, this no-sex thing is not a priority. Our main priority is trying to sweet-talk Jackie Dixon into carrying on with all this. Goodness knows how she must feel after the fiasco in Barbrookie. Then, if she's amenable, then I'll bring up the no-sex condition.
Leave that to me.
No. I'm sorry, darling, but you're not going.
What?
Susanna, after New Year's Eve, we can't afford to risk another scene. It'll be hard enough to try and persuade her into carrying on with the agreement without you browbeating her.
But I wouldn't do that. Not again.
Maybe so. But there's too much at stake. I'll talk to her on my own.
I wouldn't mind. All I wanted was a nice picture on the wall to remind me of the good times that me and Cranks had together. Shouldn't have heard them going on about it. I think it was the beast of Brookside or something.
Oh, can I get a word in edgeways here?
So that is the trouble with my missus. She just doesn't seem to understand that you can feel real grief for an animal. She keeps on saying it's only a dog.
Well, she's right, no. I'm trying to talk serious to you, and all you can do is go on about your bloody dog.
All right, there's no need to be so snotty. What is it you want to say anyway?
Doesn't matter. I'll go to the bog.
When I used to go to the bog, our Cracks used to sit outside and wait for me.
Hi.
Hi.
I wondered if you were ready for a drink.
Oh, I'm a long way off finishing yet.
Well, surely you can manage half an hour.
I can't.
Well, maybe you can spare half an hour to speak to your daughter about her father.
Did she send you?
Why won't you talk to her?
You can see what it's like here. Swamped in work and Mick's in court next week again, remember?
Yes, but even you don't work 24 hours a day. What's wrong?
I can't handle parenthood.
Well, I've been at it for 20 years and I still find it tough. But you really ought to try and talk to her.
Why is everybody guessing at me? But, you know, Dan's even been asking David Crosby about how to find missing persons.
Oh, he's probably just trying to help Louise. Can't you see how excited she is at finding you? And, well, it was all so easy. And now she wants to find her dad. It's quite natural. So why can't you talk to her?
I've got to go.
Well, where are you going?
I'm going to see a client in Walton. Don't wait up. I've got more work to do after that.
Almighty, where have you been all this time? You got a season ticket for that gent, or what?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
What?
What do you think you're playing at?
Hi, love, just having a quick drink.
Drinking with profits, you mean?
Oh, don't be soft.
Is that why you've taken Mo McGee on? So you can sit on your backside drinking? I've just seen her in the chippy now.
Yeah, she's a good worker and we need the help. Love, she's only being paid buttons, you know. Cash in hand.
Yeah, but it's cash from our pockets, Jimmy.
No, Jackie, honest, look, it's just peanuts.
Oh, yeah, but I bet she's not eating peanuts. She'll be stuffing her face with free food the minute your back's turned.
Jackie, think about it, will you? I am back at college tomorrow, aren't I? Our Lindsay's getting more singing jobs and you're there to look after our William, aren't you? Hey, we need the extra pair of hands and the cheaper the better.
Oh, well, I bet Mick will have something to say about this.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. Because I am Mick's manager now, and he's okayed me taking Mel on. Stop worrying, will you? Everything will be fine.
I got you right, Jimmy. Because if you mess up as manager of that chippy, our livelihood is out of the window. Now, can you come and save me, please?
I haven't finished my ale. Mo will sort you out.
I'm not having that hard-faced cow saving me. You can come and do it.
Why did I want to be a manager?
Don't go, Jim.
She's in the dark, she's in.
Yeah, but you haven't given me a chance to tell you what I'm worried about.
What?
I think I've got cancer.
Yeah?
Don't tell anyone. I haven't even told Carmen yet, but she's getting suspicious. You know that bug I thought I had? Well, it isn't. And every time I actually go to the toilet, I pass blood. I keep having to nip out every 5 minutes just to check I'm not leaking. It's been going on since Christmas. I'm too scared to go to the docks. I could bath twice a day and I'd just throw my undies in the bin.
Bloody hell, Sinbad. You've got to go and see the doctor. You should be there now. We can't ignore something like this.
I know I should go. But I just can't stand the thought of him telling me that it is the big C. I'm on about Carmel. I've just moved in with her. I've moved our whole family to a new area. I've got involved with them all and now I could be dying.
Jimmy?
You've got to go and see your doctor. You can't leave it. I've got to go.
Don't tell anyone, Jim. Never mind about that. Just get it sorted, will you?
Don't leave it till it's too late.
In a moment on 4, some people who thought that their worries were over talk about the highs and, believe it or not, lows of winning the lottery. The Trouble with Money is next. Brookside.
Term at college, eh? Who'd have believed that? Corky, the college pudding.
Think you'll be able to manage, you know, with the chippy and all?
Oh, don't worry. You're going to be in there soon, aren't you? Once the little fella gets a bit older. And we've got Mo now, haven't we?
Oh, yeah, Mo. Employee of the year.
Love, she's a good worker.
Hi, Mo. Did she turn up eventually?
Well, what's up?
Well, I had to open up, didn't I? Mo decided last minute she was too busy to make it. It's supposed to be my day off and all.
What did I tell you?
So what did she say she was doing?
Said she was seeing a solicitor. Where did you find her, Dad?
Love, why didn't you just give her a chance, eh?
You're too soft on her.
All right, I'll tell you what, I will call in on my way home from college. OK, check up on her.
Right, better go and get another bath, you know, the grease and all.
How did that gig of yours go yesterday, anyway?
Crap.
All right. It's a good job you were on the bill then, isn't it, eh?
I was crap and all.
Right. I'll get off then. See you later.
See ya. See you, love.
See you later.
What did Peter think of your gig?
Well, even if I had laryngitis and couldn't sing a note, he'd say I was fantastic.
Love, loads of girls that give the right arms to have what you've got, you know. You're starting a career in singing. You're engaged to a lovely lad who wants to give you a place of your own.
I know. I just don't feel happy. I feel... I don't know. Restless.
Linz, you can't carry on like this, love.
I know.
You've got to sort it, love. It's not fair on you, and it's certainly not fair on Peter.
I know, you're right. I know it isn't. It's time I decided what I'm going to have to do about everything. I don't want you telling lies to me all the time.
Well, glad you're seeing sense at last.
Yeah. I've thought about it a lot. And I reckon I know what I should do now.
And what's that?
I'm going to have to break off the engagement with Peter.
You what?
Look, Mum, you told me to sort it, and I have. I'm going to get a bath.
Isn't this lovely? I can't wait to get out on that course.
Yeah, but first things first, eh? Should we drive down the road and grab a pub lunch or something?
Well, why have a pub lunch? We're in a hotel. We could have lunch here. We're serving till 2.
Yeah, well, why not?
You know, when I'm at home, I just usually have a sandwich, but when you get me in a hotel, I just eat and eat. Well, back here in 10 minutes?
I'll be here.
Right over then.
There you go, mate. That should warm you up.
Yes. No wonder you drank so much coffee when you were cleaning with us.
Oh, it's going to be one of the worst jobs going at this time of year.
Oh, cheers.
Anyway, shouldn't be doing this. You should be thinking positive about next week. Alan to come back here a free man.
You know what, Sin? Sometimes I wonder whether I ever want to see this close again. All the bad times. It seems so long ago now that I was happy with Elaine. Starting out here together.
Has she been in touch again?
Not a peep. I must have been mad sitting in that cafe waiting for hours for her. And man, I know she let me down again.
Anyway, you well out of it, lad. I mean, if she came back now, she'd only cause you problems with the trial, wouldn't she?
She won't be back, Sin. I know I've seen the last of her.
Do you miss her?
If she ever really thought anything of me, she'd never have gone, no matter what the circumstances. No, I don't miss her, Sin. I just wish I'd never got involved with her.
Lindsay, love, Peter's the best thing that's ever happened to you, and now you're willing to throw it all away for the likes of Barry Grant.
Who said anything about Barry?
Oh, come off it, Lindsay. We both know that's what it's all about.
No, you're wrong. I'm not splitting up with Peter for Barry.
And you're kidding yourself, because he's back on Friday, isn't he? You'll be over there before his bags are even unpacked.
Right. Well, if that's what you want to think, fine.
You're telling me you won't have anything to do with him when he comes sniffing around?
Believe what you want. All I know is I've got to split with Peter.
I just think you're being too hasty, love. Just take a bit more time to think about it.
I have thought about it. It's my decision, and I've made it. And if you don't like it, tough.
Hello, darling. You're just in time for lunch.
Oh, I didn't say anything about lunch.
No, I know, but I phoned the restaurant. They said you were on your way home, so thought I'd surprise you with a peace offering.
I'm sorry, darling, I don't have time. I just came back to dump my car keys. Remember? Nigel Preston, the wine tasting this afternoon, our last chance to persuade Jackie Dixon not to give up on us in the surrogacy.
Oh, right.
And he's sent a guest list, and Jackie's a definite.
I saw her earlier on the parade.
God, I told you not to go anywhere near there!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you say anything to her?
No, of course not. You sure you can't, spend some time for lunch? You always used to.
Yeah, well, that's before you spent your spare time haranguing the neighbours. Look, I'm sorry, it's no use. I'm going to have to go back to work anyway. I spent half the afternoon in some hotel on a damage limitation exercise, trying to salvage what I can from your little outburst on New Year's Eve.
I wouldn't do anything like that. Not again.
Well, I just hope Jackie believes you, because otherwise... I'll see you later.
I think I'll have lobster, if that's all right with you.
Yes, of course it is, yes.
You're very generous. Could be a bit pricey. They've probably flown it in from abroad this time of year.
I suppose they will have, yes. Maybe you prefer Dublin Bay prawns. At least you know where they've been.
No, I think I'll stick with the lobster, wherever it's from. Why don't we both have it?
No, I think I'll just have the cold meat salad.
Is that all?
Yeah, well, I want to watch me figure.
There's nothing wrong with your figure. Mind you, we'll be able to share a nice bottle of wine. They've got some lovely ones. I've got to talk to you.
Oh, look, love, not now. I'm in a hurry, OK?
Well, something's bothering you, isn't it?
Look, nothing's bothering me except getting these deliveries done on time.
Well, then why are you acting so odd?
I'm not.
Yes, you are. Sneaking round, avoiding me. Not telling me the truth about where you are.
What's brought all this on?
Well, take yesterday. You said you were going to be in the shop all day, but you closed early. Where did you go?
Well, there was nothing doing, and I just fancied a walk.
Well, Dave Crosby said you looked upset when you left the shop.
Oh, behave. What does he know?
Yeah, well, perhaps he's spotted what I've spotted. Oh, something's worrying you. What is it?
There's nothing worrying me now. I've got to go.
And another thing, about them undies I bought you. I still can't find them. Why are you acting funny about them? Where are they?
I don't know, do I? I'll see you later.
Hi, love.
Hi.
Have a good Christmas?
Fine, yeah.
You all right, love?
No, not really. Listen, Jack, you've known Sinbad for years, haven't you?
Yeah? Why? What's up?
Well, have you noticed anything strange about him recently?
Strange.
Well, you know, like any odd behaviour.
Can't say I have, no.
Well, what about Jimmy? Has he said Sinbad's had a word with him?
Well, what about?
Well, me, really.
Have you two had a row?
No, not exactly. Just not getting on at all. He's been avoiding me and he's just not himself.
What's he been doing?
Well, I know it sounds silly, but he's been taking loads of baths and buying himself new underwear. And he's never where he says he's going to be. Oh, I don't know, Jack. I'm really worried. I think he's having an affair. No, I'm sure you've got it wrong. Oh, I hope so.
But haven't we been through it all 1,000 times before?
Well, surely 2 hours isn't too much to ask. You are going to a murder trial, Mick.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten.
Right, well, I'll get Katie to make an appointment. I'll see you later.
Yeah, fine.
You're all right. Whatever happened?
I just lost it. I've had enough.
No, you're going to have that scene too.
I just leave it. What's the point?
Right, in the house.
Hey,
Oh, all right, Jack.
you up to your old tricks again?
Hey?
I'd have thought you'd have learnt your lesson by now, you know. Fee and Arval.
What?
Oh, why? So you've conveniently forgotten you're engaged to both of them at the same time, have you?
Hang on, what's brought all this on?
Are you two-timing your carnal?
You are?
Are you seeing someone else?
No way. I wouldn't look at another woman.
Well, why have I just seen her then? Nearly breaking her arse over you. Sinbad, she doesn't know why you've suddenly changed. She thinks you can't even stand to talk to her.
It's nothing like that, Jackie, honest to God. Why would I be carrying on with someone else when I've got Carmel?
Well, I don't know. So why are you treating her like this then? She's really obsessed.
Well, I know I haven't been myself, but I've had a lot on my mind.
What?
Well, you know, personal stuff, you know, private.
Oh.
Well, if you can't tell me, I think you should talk to Carmel about it.
She's really worried about you.
She's the best thing that's ever happened to you, Sin. Don't throw it all away. Talk to her. Don't risk losing her.
All right. All right. Can't you see I've got a collar on?
Sit here. What do you think you're playing at? Treating a customer like that?
You saw him. He was too impatient for his own good.
And what have you got that thing on for?
Duck, doctor's orders.
I thought you were all right. You'd never worn it before.
I'm doing as I'm told, aren't I? My solicitor sent me to see a doctor, and he said I'm to wear it all the time.
Oh, well, that's great, isn't it? That's going to put the customers right off, that. I want to suppose that's why these things are still here, is it?
Yeah, another thing, my doctor said I shouldn't lift anything, so you'll have to do it.
Good thanks.
Oh, and another thing and all, my doctor thinks I should cut my hours down.
What if you cut an artery?
Might be better for everyone if I had.
Oh, that's absolute nonsense. So, what's going on?
I don't know. My head's racing. It's just that I've done nothing wrong, but next week I'm going to lose everything. I just want to smash it all to bits. The court, the police, the stupid laws. All I want is my home and my kids. I just want to get back to normal again, but none of them will let me.
Right, that's enough. You will lose everything if you don't get this anger out of your system. I mean, how's it going to look in court if you can't control yourself?
I don't think I can cope with this trial.
Mick, you've got to. You've got to stand up in that witness box and control yourself. No hysterics, no self-pity. You've got to be calm and confident, not bursting with anger and hate for the law.
Nigel.
Oh, Max, glad you could make it.
How are you?
Drink.
Oh, lovely. That's, Nigel, can you excuse me just so? Jackie.
I didn't come here to talk to you.
Yeah, I realise that.
Oh, Susanna made a holy show me in the bar the other night.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah.
I thought it would be the best place, away from the close and the parade. Somewhere we were likely to be, legitimately.
You've got 5 minutes.
I'll get it. How's Mo getting on at this?
Fine.
I hope so. Dad, it's a copper to see you. Jimmy, what's going on?
I don't know, love. Honest, I don't.
Hurry up, he's waiting. I haven't got enough to cope with.
Oh, I'm worried about you and Peter and the baby and not having enough money with your dad being at college and now he's in trouble again.
But you don't know that.
What's that?
They found her washed up at Seaforth Docks. The busy's got my name and address for my medal.
It's cracker, isn't it?
Thought I'd seen the last of her.
God almighty, Jimmy, you threw her in the river. I'm surprised you didn't build her a funeral pyre in the close. Get his out, will you? Betty's in the back garden. I don't want any more messing about it with that bloody dog.
Oh, poor Cracks. I've let you down again, haven't I, girl?
Look, Max, if Susanna ever tries anything like that again, you've had it. You've got to keep it off my back. No phone calls, no surprise visits, and no shouting about it in public. What if my dad's to being in the bar, eh?
No, there'll be no more hassle.
And what about tomorrow? My period's due. Last month, Susanna was following me round all day wanting to know what has happened, and I'm not having that again.
Look, if I have to, I'll tie her to a chair. I promise.
Just keep it out my way, that'll do. So is that it?
Well, there was something else I needed to discuss with you.
Like what?
Susanna would like another clause in our agreement.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, it's a no sex clause.
Oh, I've heard it all now.
Look, she's worried that you might pass off someone else's child as mine, or you could risk having a miscarriage.
Well, you tell her there's no need for anything like that. If I do get pregnant, she can prove it's yours with tests. And anyway, I'm not going to do anything to muck up my side of the deal, all right?
Shall we drink to that?
Susanna won't be very pleased.
Seems a pity to waste it, especially when it's free.
Well, we could tell her we spat it out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Dug the hole.
I've dug a grave.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Lindsay and Carly come?
No, Lindsay's getting ready to go out, you know, and she doesn't want Carly to be out here.
tried talking to her, you know, Jim. I don't think she's going to see sense. Oh, God, I really don't want us to split up with Peter.
It's that stupid coat. Oh, Cracker would never have bitten Carly if it hadn't been for that.
I know. She wasn't all bad.
She was the best. Ta-ra, girl. I'll never forget you.
Oh, I hope you don't mind that we didn't get a round in. Only I was so full up after that lunch, I don't think I could have made it to the first hole.
No, that's all right. I needed that walk and a kip. Evening.
Good evening, sir.
I think I'd like a cognac, please.
Ma'am.
Do you mind if I have a large one?
No, you have what you want, love.
I'm just going to go phone my mother-in-law. It won't be 5 minutes. Oh, perhaps you could get the dinner menu.
What, you want to eat here again tonight? I thought you might want to try that Chinese that we saw when we went out for a walk.
Well, I thought we could stay here. Lunch was so nice. But what do you think?
Yeah, sure. Fine by me. Hope she's worth it.
Hiya.
You're back early for the change.
Yeah, well, I've got a fridge to deliver later on. I just had to come and get something to eat first.
Oh, you haven't got to go out again, have you?
I'm sorry, but they've paid up front and they want it to be delivered as soon as possible, you know. Anyway, yeah. Bought you these.
Why are you buying me flowers?
Just thought I would. Why don't you like them?
Who is she?
You what?
You're carrying on with another woman, aren't you?
Who have you been talking to?
Oh, God, it's true, isn't it?
No, it's not true. It's rubbish. I wouldn't look at another woman.
Then how do you explain the way you've been carrying on the past couple of weeks? You're never where you say you're going to be, and I hardly ever see you.
I am not having an affair.
If you don't want to be with me, then have the guts to tell me the truth. And who is she?
There is no other woman, honest to God, there isn't.
Then what's wrong with you?
Just leave me alone.
Where are you going?
I'm going for a bath.
Talk about blowing your own trumpet.
When I was in St Andrews in '85.
Hey, do you reckon that's when they sliced the plum into his gob?
Oh, I've had such a wonderful day. I haven't laughed so much since... Well, I won't go on about Norman.
Hey, that doesn't matter to me.
But it's true. I just feel so comfortable with you. I'm glad I came.
That makes two of us.
I really am enjoying myself. Maybe we could go away together again?
There you go. Keep the change. Thanks.
Sorry about the delay. Never was much good at paperwork.
Aye.
Okay.
What's all this then? Secrets after our sessions on the sunbeds.
Hey, you wouldn't believe what goes on there after the clients have gone, would you, Liz?
Washman's check the lucky bill. See ya.
See you.
Yeah.
Right, let's get that drink. Oh, do you fancy popping into town, making an item?
Peter, I just want to talk to you.
Right, Barbara, here is then.
No, I want you to listen.
Sounds serious. What's up?
I don't know how to say it. What words to use. I'm just gonna have to be straight with you. It's us. The engagement is... It's not working the way I wanted it to.
What?
I'm so sorry
sorry, Peter, but I think we should break it off.
Why? I mean, what's wrong?
I can't explain. It's just... I know I can't make it work.
Well, is it just the engagement? Would you want to put off us moving in together for a bit? We can talk about it, Lindsay. We can work this out, can't we?
I think we should just finish it.
I don't know what's wrong. What have I done wrong?
I haven't done anything wrong. I'm so sorry.
I knew it. There's someone else, isn't there?
No, there isn't.
How about Uncle Barry? He's supposed to live down south, isn't he? But he's forever up here, hanging round, buying you and Kylie expensive presents.
He's just a friend of the family.
I saw it, Lindsay.
What?
The Armani suit. You trying to tell me that's what a friend would buy you?
I just want to be on my own. Just me and our Kylie on our own. I think you should take your ring back. I'm sorry. So sorry.
Coming up next on Full, a new series of ER begins with a special first episode originally screened live to America's biggest ever TV audience.
Have you not come on yet?
Nope.
Well, you've been really stressed out about all this. Do you think that could have upset your period?
I don't know.
Well, if you're a day late, why hasn't you tried that protection kit Susanna gave you?
I'm not ready.
But the sooner you use it, the sooner you'll know whether you're pregnant or not.
Look, I'll decide when I use it, all right?
And she would like a record dedicated to her sister, Sue, who is working in the Royal Navy. Here's a song just for you.
Right. Better be off.
What are you doing today?
Oh, just the usual.
Seeing her?
Oh, God, how many times have I got to tell? I am not seeing anybody else, all right?
All right, all right. You better not be messing me around. I trust you. And if you are carrying on with another woman, well, I'll never trust you again.
Oh, look, love, I know I've been a bit off lately. But, honest to God, I promise you, I am not seeing anybody else. I just wouldn't do that to you.
Well, what is it then? I mean, why are you acting really strange?
It's just that... I'm a bit worried. About making the trial. I keep thinking about the kids. I mean, I've known them since they were nippers. I can't stand the idea of the whole family being blown apart.
I know it's being hard. But how can worrying about that make you want to go out and buy new undies? And how does it account for you never being out the bathroom?
Oh, Carmel, please, love, my head's done in with the worry of it all. I can't stop thinking about it, OK? I'll see you later.
Flaming washing machine. How much longer are we going to have to put up with this, eh?
What?
I'm sick of it, Jimmy. I can't even put a washer without having to stand over it, mop it up. Hey, come on, Kyles.
Arms in. Good dolly
Can we
down.
go and see Uncle Peter?
We'll see. Here we go. Ready for school?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. Is that it then? Just getting off fire like that without telling us what happened last night? I don't want Kylie to be late for school. Just tell us.
Go easy, will you, love?
No, I won't, Jimmy. I don't want to be facing Peter not knowing what on earth's going on. I want to know now.
Right, do you want to go and play with your doll for a minute, Kyles? Good girl.
So what happened?
We're finished.
Oh, God, Lens. What did he say?
He was upset. He got angry. Even threw the ring away.
You what? Is he soft or something? Could have flogged that.
You're mad, Lindsay. You've thrown away your future. And Kylie's.
No, I haven't. It's just going to be different, that's all. I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet. Make a future for me and Kylie without relying on anyone else.
Poor Peter. Must be going through hell.
Poor Peter? What about me? I'm your daughter. I've just broken off my engagement. I'm upset too, you know.
Ah. Whose fault's that?
Right. I'll see you. Right. Come on, Kyle. Let's go to school.
Lindsay, wait.
Just forget it, Dad.
Bit hard on her, weren't you?
You what?
Jackie, it's not up to you what she does anymore. She's a grown-up. It's her decision.
Save the lecture for your students, Jimmy. Don't want to know.
We must do this again.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go abroad next time.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, I wish we weren't going home today.
All good things must come to an end, as they say.
Mind you, I know how we could make our break a little bit longer.
Oh, really? How's that?
Well, I know it's a long drive from here, but I know this really nice restaurant near Knutsford. They do marvellous lunches. They're in all the good food guides. You'd love it.
Sounds great.
You're so easygoing. You really know how to spoil me.
Your letters at 25/7, 25/7.
Do you want a coffee?
Yes, please.
I know you and Eleanor are both really busy, and you probably haven't found the right moment yet, but I still haven't been able to talk to her about finding my father.
Oh, right.
Why is she so against me finding him? Do you think you could have a word with her? Find out what I'm doing wrong?
I'm sorry, but I must admit that I've been putting off telling you.
Oh?
I did approach her about it, but I'm afraid it didn't go down so well. She understands that you want to find your real father, but I don't think she wants me or Danny involved.
And you accepted that? You didn't even ask why?
For the time being, yes.
And she didn't say why she doesn't want me to find him?
Well, she's obviously not willing to tell me, whatever it is.
What am I going to do? I want to find him, but she won't talk to any of us about it. You couldn't try and explain things to her, could you? Please?
Look, I'm sorry, Louise, but I just don't think it's a good idea. It won't solve anything. She's made it perfectly obvious to me that she doesn't want me involved. I think you should go and talk to her yourself. Just be straightforward and ask her to be honest with you.
Today?
Yes, Katie.
I wondered if it was okay if I had an early lunch. I wanted to talk to Jackie.
Yes, fine. I won't be going out till about 2.
Is Eleanor in?
Yeah.
It's okay, Katie.
I know you're busy, but I just need a few minutes.
Can't it wait? I've got loads of things to do.
I just want you to tell me why you don't want me to find my real dad.
This is hardly the best moment.
Well, when would be a good moment? You spend your whole life in here. I just want you to tell me what's upset you about me searching for him. If you tell me, then maybe I could put your mind at rest.
The only thing that's upsetting me is that I can't help you.
Or won't help me.
It's not like that. I can't help you because I've told you everything I know. I know it sounds awful, but It really was only a one-night stand.
You must know more about him.
What do you want me to do? Make something up? I've told you all I can.
You don't want me to find him, do you?
It's not like that. I don't think you can find him. I don't know enough about him to help you.
And even if you did, you wouldn't tell me. You hate the whole idea of it. That's the truth, isn't it?
No, Louise. No. Louise!
You'd be much better up in the flat. You're too stressed out. I got off my head stuck in there all day. Jackie, this is ridiculous. Just do the test and put your mind at rest once and for all. Why not, eh? I don't know. I want the test to be positive because I want the money. But I still keep hoping my periods will start, so I'm off the hook, so that I can tell Susanna she might have got the wrong woman. Oh, God, look who's here.
All right, Jack. Happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you.
I'll have mineral water, please. So, did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, it was all right. How about you?
Yeah, it was all right. Quiet, you know. Was it busy in here?
Yeah, it was on Christmas and New Year's Eve.
Good takings, then, eh?
All right.
Glad to hear it.
Look, Barry, about this money I owe you.
Oh, not now, eh, Jack? It's my first day back on the job.
Well, when can we talk about it?
There's plenty of time for that, especially as I'm on a grand a week interest. I'll tell you what, I'll have one of them smoked salmon butties. Send it over to the table, will you?
What's he up to? I don't know. Playing bloody games by the looks of it.
Come in.
What's all the banging and clattering?
I'm going back to Reading.
What now?
If Eleanor won't help me, I'll look for my father on my own.
Well, have you seen her? What does she say?
She won't tell me anything about him. I can tell she doesn't want me to find him. Can you run me to the bus station?
Look, can we just forget about that for a minute? How do you know that Eleanor doesn't want to help you?
I just know it. It's like talking to a brick wall. She's got to. I'm sure she knows more about him than she says.
But why on earth would she lie to you? And surely the casualness of her relationship with your father is quite enough to explain her embarrassment about it.
I want to find my father, and I wanted to involve her. I wanted her to help me, but she's not interested. You give me a lift or what?
Look, I really think you should just try and calm down.
Oh, forget it. I'll get a taxi from around the corner.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Got these for you.
Thank you.
How have you been keeping?
Oh, you know, not too bad.
You? What are you playing at?
Hang on a minute, Julia, will you?
If it's not enough breaking Peter's heart, now you're all over another man, right under his nose.
Just mind your own business, Julia.
There's a name for women like you, and I'm sure your friend here can tell you all about them. Brazen hussy.
Do you want to tell me what she's going on about?
It's just Julia on a high horse.
What's going on, eh?
She's cross because of Peter. I've finished with him.
I'm depending on the chippy to make money for the kids if I do get sent down. And already it's halfway down the tubes before Jimmy's signature's even drawing the contract.
Oh, just cool it, will you? Stop worrying. Jimmy won't let you in town.
Oh, I'm not so sure, Sin. I mean, fancy taking somebody on who should be in hospital instead of working.
Look, it's not in Jackie and Jimmy's interest to mess up, is it? Eh? I mean, they've got a lot riding on this contract. They're really pushed with Jimmy being at college and that.
Yeah. Probably praying for me to get sent down next week, aren't they?
Oh, don't be soft.
What if I do, though, Sin? Look, will you keep an eye on Jimmy for me? He'll be a load off my mind.
Well, of course I will. But you've got more important things to worry about, haven't you? Yourself, for instance.
Yeah, I know. I'm terrified, Sin. I mean, at first I was worried about Elaine, then the kids, then the shop. That's how I feel made, you know, take my mind off the trial and everything, but now that it's all sorted out and the trial's next week, reality's setting in, you know. Prison. Leaving the kids. I'm really frightened, you know, son. facing this all on my own.
No, you're not, mate. I'll be there every day, all right? So don't go thinking you're facing this on your own. We're shut.
I want to speak to Mick.
You know we're not allowed to talk to each other before the trial.
That's what I've come to talk to you about. I got my letter from the court this morning. I didn't know if I'd be able to see you next week, so I just wanted to wish you good luck.
You what?
Are you taking the mickey?
No.
What then? What's the idea of you, of all people, coming to wish me luck?
Being on my own over Christmas, I had time to think. Loads of it. Elaine's never called or written since she stood us up at the cafe. Not a word for her own sister, even at Christmas. It's pretty obvious she doesn't care.
Go on.
I think I was wrong about you. Just so busy shouting me head off about you and suspecting everything you did. I didn't stop to think about what my mum said about the way she wanted to die. I'm just sorry, Mick. Like I said, good luck, eh?
Never expected that.
Hey, but don't you see she's changed her mind? Do you think she'll speak for you in court?
Forget it, Sid. She's already called as a witness for the prosecution. If she felt like that a few months ago, I might have had a chance. Now it's too late.
So, what finally made you finish it then?
I don't know. Well, I got to a stage where I knew it had to be done.
Right.
Everything you told me about life, about me being too good for all this. I knew I had to do something. It wasn't just Peter and the singing. It all felt wrong.
So, how do you feel about things now?
Not really sure. Depends.
On what?
On you. On what's going to happen with us.
Look, Lindsay. You know I like you. I really do like you. But you can't base your life on me or anyone else. You're bigger than that. Anyway, you know what I'm like.
Yeah, well, I thought I did. I thought you'd be pleased I'd finished with Peter. You advised me to enough times.
I know you want some commitment from me. And I said when I came back that we'd talk about it. But I can't be responsible for your happiness.
That's where you're wrong. I was happy when I was with you.
Oh, you're happy that weekend, were you? With Callum Finnegan running about, being kidnapped and all of that?
Yes, because I knew it'd be all right in the end. But it obviously wasn't such a big deal for you.
Look. Don't walk away. Just listen.
Not here.
Yeah, you're right. Not here. Let's go to the hotel, eh?
No thanks, Barry. Because we both know it's not talking you've got in mind. Anyway, what'd happen if we did?
Well, if you change your mind, it's the same place as last time.
Here? Yeah, thanks. Well, home sweet home.
So this is your place then?
Yeah. You seem surprised.
Who, me? No. I'll get your bags.
Look, I'm sorry I can't invite you in right now. But thanks for a lovely time. I'll phone you. Bye, Ron.
Bye. Gold-digging cow. Shot me for a bloody mug.
Is that you, Dan?
Hi.
Oh, hi. You're early.
Yes, I thought I might catch Louise. Where is she? What's wrong?
I'm afraid she's gone. She's got the bus ready.
Oh, no.
I tried to stop her, but she was very upset. Why won't you talk to her?
Well, that's what I'm here for. Do you think she'll come back?
Well, she was very resentful. She's got this idea in her head that you deliberately don't want her to find this Nick person. Perhaps if you could discuss things properly with her, well, you might be able to salvage something.
God, this is a nightmare.
Well, it doesn't have to be. Why can't you give her a hand to find him? It seems quite reasonable that she wants to find her real father.
It's not as simple as that.
Why not? What's the problem? She knows you've told her all you can. It would just help to ease things between you if you were to help her out.
And did you tell Barry you'd finished with the other fella?
Yeah.
So, are you and him back on together then?
I don't think so.
Well, I thought you and Barry were the reason why you finished with Peter Phelan.
Yeah, well, I thought Barry would be pleased that I finished with Peter as well, but he doesn't even seem bothered. Dad, I know he really likes me, but I just can't get close to him. It's like he can't stand proper involvement with anyone.
Well, that's Granty all over, love.
Why?
Lindsay, I've known the fella for years. He's always been a loner. Never turning up when you'd expect him, going missing for months on end. And I've never known him to have a girlfriend for more than 5 minutes. Look at him and his family. Our Billy says that he doesn't even bother to visit. Not even the odd phone call every blue moon.
I wish he wasn't like that.
Well, maybe he's scared of commitment, eh? Well, maybe that's what all this hard-knock gangster stuff's all about. Too frightened that someone's going to hurt him, so he just puts this big shield around himself. Big, tough Barry.
Do you really think that?
Well, your mum would probably say it's all college talk, but I'd like to see her come up with a better idea. Maybe all this don't care stuff's just a big smokescreen. He hangs around you enough, doesn't he?
Won't you? Take it away.
I'm going to go to work when I'm worried sick about you.
Ah, I've told you there's nothing wrong with me.
I've had enough of this.
I'm just worried about Mick, that's all.
Well, I don't think it's just that. But it doesn't make sense. Now, stop messing around and just tell me what it is, for God's sake. We can't go on like this.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell you. I think I'm ill. Now, all that stuff, me undies and all that, it's because when I go to the toilet, I'm losing blood. And I'm scared, love. I think I might have cancer.
Oh, love.
And I know I should have told you before, but I just didn't want you to be as scared as I am.
Love.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, I'll tell her when I see her. Bye. How you feeling? Have you come on?
No. I feel crushed, Casey. I feel like everything is just crushing me flat.
Listen, don't go away, but Max has just phoned.
What did he say?
Well, he wants you to phone him when you can. Listen, why don't you go in the bathroom and get it over with? Take the test. You'll feel better when you know the truth. Go on, go in there and do it.
I'm scared.
I know, but I'm here.
Yeah.
Can't you read? It says do not disturb.
You're as bad as me. can't stay away from you either.
I don't know why I came.
Don't you?
And I'm being stupid, but I just want to be with you.
I really missed your bows, haven't I?
I meant what I said before. I wanted to carry on my own, but I can't help it. Just can't stop thinking about you.
What happened? Well, what did it say? Was it positive or negative?
It's positive. I'm having Max's baby.
There's a whole week of Brookside starting on Monday. Well, next, 4's Friday night of comedy begins with Ellen, and there are a new series of Dressing for Breakfast and Frasier.
I'm going to make an appointment for you today.
We can't. We're due in court soon. I've promised Mick, haven't I?
But you've got to get it sorted. Look, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
I'd much rather not find out, thanks very much.
Morning.
Hey, come on.
You all set?
Buttons come off my shirt. Do you want to sit down?
You on your own?
Kids have gone to school. Didn't want them hanging round.
Yeah, of course. So, no sign of...
Elaine? No, nothing. It looks like it's me against the world. Just for a change, eh?
You're gonna be okay. Yeah, I know. So how did you sleep?
What's the opposite of like a log?
Look, I know it's not much consolation, but they say the worst part is the waiting.
You're right. It's not much consolation.
Oh, here. Let me. Right. There. That's smart. It's important to make the right impression.
Right impression? Are you trying to kid?
Sorry?
Wouldn't matter if I turned up wearing the crown jewels. They still find me guilty.
You getting off?
How are you? Yeah, I'm late.
What for?
Work.
What?
It's my job. And what's that for?
Jacking in.
Just like that?
Just like that.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I need the money.
There's plenty of other ways of earning money.
I'm sure there are. And I'm sure you know all about them, but I'm quite happy where I am. Thank you very much.
You're going to be happy working in a chippy for the rest of your life?
And what do you care about the rest of my life?
Don't know.
You don't know?
Well, just live for the day, me, don't I?
Yeah. So do I. And today I'm late.
Just another half hour, eh?
Half hour. That's the extent of your commitment, is it?
Well, it's a start, isn't it?
You're gonna have to do better than that. A lot better. Bye-bye.
Done up like a kipper. 500 quid.
£500? What are you talking about?
In sterling. And it's all there in black and white, my friend. Everything. Scran, booze, posh hotel at the works. She has had me hook, line and sinker. Molly Marchbank, eh? What a gold digger. What a phony. All fair coat and no knickers.
Ron, I'm sorry. I can't believe that. There has to be some explanation.
Oh, there is. She's a con artist.
She comes across as a perfect lady.
Bing, she lives in a 2 up and 2 down in an area where I couldn't make a bean when I was working the Moby.
Well, maybe she's fallen on hard times. That's no reason to condemn the woman.
Wouldn't mind. I never even got any nookie.
Hiya, love.
All right, mate. You on your Todd?
Was Ellen there?
Soon may past. Oh, they'll be thrashing out a few last-minute details while they bump up my defence, making it watertight.
Can we get you a cup of coffee or anything, love?
Ah, no, thanks.
Do you mind if we sit down?
Yeah, sure, go on.
So, have you been waiting long?
Not enough. You always the same these places, you know. They do it on purpose, the evil gets. Just make you sweat. They get away with murder, you know.
Bat.
Sorry, mate, but he knows I don't mean it. You'll be all right in there, you know. We'll all be pulling for you, then we've got a top barrister on your side.
Hi.
Oh, yeah.
Hiya.
Any news?
Well, the police still haven't found Elaine, but it seems that the prosecution's willing to proceed against you alone.
God.
So we'll be starting any time now. You okay?
Oh, God. I'm going to smash my face. I'll go with you, mate. No, mate. We'll come down.
Is he all right?
I was about to ask you to do the same thing.
Oh, man. He doesn't deserve this.
Now, there you go.
Thanks.
Did you feel any different? Now you're pregnant, like?
I don't think so.
I always thought it'd be one of those things you would sense right away. Like, you know, when you've got a cold coming on or something, your body tells you something's happening, doesn't it? You always feel different.
Yeah, but it's still early though, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so. God, I still can't believe it. Weird. There's a baby in there.
Yeah, I know. And it's Max Farnham's. Mad, isn't it?
Yeah, well, at least all the waiting's over, isn't it? All the messing around.
And the dreaded turkey base today.
So when are you going to give the Farnhams the good news?
I don't know.
Gonna be made up, aren't they? Yeah. Especially Susanna, the way she's been carrying on. Why don't you give it a ring now?
You are?
But put her out of misery. Go on, it'll make your day. Time to know what she says. Give it a ring.
I don't think I can.
You what?
I don't think I can tell her.
Any last-minute questions?
I don't think so.
Now remember, the prosecution are going to be saying all kinds of things about you, none of them complimentary. But try and stay calm and don't be tempted to say anything. You'll get your chance to speak.
Right.
You've got a good barrister on your side. Tony Harris is very experienced. He'll look after you in there.
The Crown and Johnson, court number 1.
Aye, aye. Under starter's orders.
Hey, you, Ron Dixon. Don't go pinching all the good seats.
You ready?
Mick,
Good luck, Mick.
Hey. Did Kylie get off to school all right?
Your dad took her.
Right, fella. I can go get ready for work.
Back on again, is you and Laughing Boy.
Do you mean Barry? He has got a name, you know.
Well, very protective of him all of a sudden.
Look, if you've got a problem, why don't you just say it?
OK, I've got a problem. I've got a problem with you making a show of yourself running after someone like Barry Grant.
I'm not running after anyone.
That's what it looks like from where I'm standing.
Oh, does it?
Yes, it does. And you just can't see it, can you, Linz? He's messing with you. He's messing you about. He's using you.
And who's to say I'm not using him?
Don't make me laugh. People like Barry Grant don't get used. They use. Then they throw you away when they've finished with you. Lindsay, why can't you stay away from him? What is this about him?
Nothing. Just a bit of fun.
Just a bit of fun. So if you were to walk away and you never saw him again, you wouldn't bat an eyelid? He's got you, hasn't he?
What?
Wrapped around his little finger. He whistles and you come running.
No.
No. Will you prove it then? Pack him in. Please, love. Before he breaks your heart.
But I thought you'd be dying to let them know. I mean, after everything you put yourself through over the last couple of months, now you're pregnant, you can get the money off them. And that's why you're doing all this, isn't it? For the money. To pay Barry off.
Maybe money isn't that important after all.
What?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
It makes two of us.
Jackie, you're not making sense.
Yeah, I know. My big master plan, eh? Jackie Dixon's plan for living. Millionaire by 25. Chain of hairdressers, restaurants, bars. My big dream, Casey.
And I were off by heart.
Yeah, and I was determined that nothing or nobody was going to stop me. That's why I couldn't let go of the bar. I'd do anything.
Including having the Farnham's kid.
No big deal. I mean, it'd be months before anyone's even noticed that I was pregnant. OK, so I'd have a couple of weeks off work. But the bar can run itself. Still be there when I got back, wouldn't I? So what's the problem?
You tell me.
The problem is it's real now, isn't it? Before, it was just a notion. Something vague, an idea. But now, I'm pregnant. Me, my body, a baby growing inside me. It's going to be with me 24 hours a day for the next 9 months.
What did you expect? You're going to be able to leave it in a box somewhere while you got on with your life?
Don't know what I expected. I thought I'd be able to handle it, just crack on with things. But I don't think it's going to be that easy, is it?
What are you going to do?
I don't know. But I know that I can't face the Farnhams. Not until I've had some time to get my head around all of this.
Please stand. Is your full name Michael Anthony Johnson?
Yes.
The charge against you is murder, and the particulars of the offence are that you, on the 2nd day of July 1997, murdered Gladys Charlton. How say you? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
£2.40 change. Thank you very much. Bye. See ya. All right.
Sound?
What can I get for you?
Nothing. Not hungry.
So what are you doing in the chippy then?
Playing hard to get, eh?
I thought that was your party trick.
I'm full at 6.
Well, for your next one, why don't you make yourself disappear?
Is this all because I slagged this place off?
Amongst other things. You think you can just turn up out the blue, click your fingers and I'll come running?
Someone did get out of bed on the wrong side this morning, didn't he?
Oh, do me a favour, eh?
You heard her. Do one.
Mum.
Who asked you to stick your oar in?
I don't need an invitation to talk to the likes of you. Now you stay away from it. Do you hear me?
Or else?
Or else I'll tell everyone round here what kind of a person you really are.
Listen, Lindsay's a grown woman. She's old enough to make up her own mind.
Oh? Doesn't look like it from where I'm standing.
Just leave it, eh, Mum?
What?
I'm okay. Please.
I don't know why I waste my breath.
That's her.
And I don't know what you're looking so pleased with yourself for. Go on, get out. Beat it. May it please Your Honour. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, in this case I appear for the prosecution and my learned friend Mr. Harris appears for the defence. Michael Johnson is charged with the murder of Gladys Charlton. Murder, as you all know, is the act of a person of sound mind and discretion unlawfully killing another person with intent to kill or cause grievous bodily harm. Well, this is why you're here today, to decide if Michael Johnson, 1, killed Gladys Charlton, and 2, if he intended to kill Gladys Charlton. If he did, then he is guilty of murder.
She's gonna make mincemeat out of
Gladys
him.
Charlton was a very ill woman. She'd been diagnosed with terminal cancer. She was dying. Nobody can be sure how long she had to live. Hours, days, weeks. But she was dying. We can be certain of that. What we can also be certain of is that Gladys Charlton died prematurely. She wasn't killed by cancer. She was killed by asphyxiation. A pillow placed over her face. Smothered in her own bed. And how can we be so sure this is how she died? I'll be calling the police pathologist to examine Gladys Charlton's body when it was exhumed. He'll provide evidence that a pillow was placed over the face of Gladys Charlton and held there until she was dead. Gladys Charlton was killed unlawfully. Of that there can be no doubt. A statement made by Michael Johnson to the police, dated the 20th of August, 1997. In this statement, Michael Johnson admits to killing Gladys Charlton. He'd suffocated her with a pillow. The strain had become too great. He'd snapped. Seemed straightforward enough. An open and shut case. But then there's this. A second statement made by Michael Johnson to the police. This one dated the 22nd of October, 1997. In this statement, Michael Johnson denies killing Gladys Charlton. Now he blames his wife, Elaine Johnson. It was nothing to do with him. Two contrasting stories. Which one are we to believe? And months between making the first and the second statements. Why did Michael Johnson change his story? Because, in between him making his first and second statements, Elaine Johnson absconded. She should have been in court today, facing the same charges as our husband, Michael Johnson. But she's left him to face the music on his own. This is why Michael Johnson changed his story. He's aggrieved because his wife's left him, and he wants to get his own back. And what better way than blaming his wife for Gladys Charlton's murder? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I intend to prove beyond reasonable doubt that the accused, Michael Johnson, murdered Gladys Charlton, and that he is guilty of the offence as charged.
What's up?
Sorry. I was just thinking. I've seen you like this before. You're always so certain of yourself, so confident like.
Yeah, well, maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew this time.
You really having second thoughts?
Casey, I'm having all kinds of thoughts. I mean, what am I going to tell people? Me dad? A couple of months from now and I'll be showing.
But you're just going to have to tell me you had a one-night stand or something.
How do I explain it when the Farnhams end up with my baby?
Never thought about that.
He'll go through the roof. It's technically his grandchild, isn't it? I mean, how's he gonna feel? It's not just my life I'm messing around with, it's other people's. And what about me mum, eh?
Oh, God.
Exactly. When she finds out about all this, she'll want to send me to a convent or something.
Well, didn't you think about all this when you agreed to have the baby?
Yeah, sort of. But to be honest, I was that desperate for the money, I would have agreed to anything. Oh, no.
Susanna?
It's gotta be.
What are you going to tell her?
Nothing. Will you go and tell them I'm not here?
Oh, wait, Jackie.
Please, Casey, just get rid of it. I couldn't face her, not at the moment.
All right.
Thanks.
But I'm not making a habit of this, lying for you. You're going to have to face yourself sooner or later.
Got a real hatchet job on me there, didn't she?
Oh, the jury haven't even heard your side yet.
Yeah, it's early days yet, mate. Just hang on in there. I've stitched myself, haven't I? Changing my story like that. And the prosecution wheeling in all kinds of witnesses. Doctor, coppers, the lot. Who've I got to speak for me? Who's going to defend me? You've got a good barrister. It's not a barrister I need, son. It's a miracle work. They can have me, you know. I'm going down. Hey, you lot. You wanted to see blood, didn't you? Well, it looks like you're going to get it. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Yeah, all right. Hang on. Yeah. No, I'll call you back later, OK? All right, I'm coming. Yeah, see you tonight. Well, make yourself at home, why don't you?
Oh, it's all right. I'm not stopping. This isn't a social call.
Oh, aye.
I'm not having you making a fool out of me mum talking to her like that. Swaggering round like the big I am. Oh, it's all right messing me round, but I'm not having you messing me...
I'm not messing anybody about.
Oh, no, not much. Coming and going as you like. Suit yourself. Expecting me to be at your beck and call.
Hey, hang on.
No, you hang on. I've had enough of this. You think it's all a big joke, don't you? A game? But the game's over. See ya.
Hold on.
Get out my way.
What is it you want, eh?
What do you think I want? I want something back from you in return.
Like what?
For God's sake, you just don't get it, do you? I want you to give me something back. I'm not asking you to marry me or anything. I just want something concrete. Something I can count on.
Well, why?
Why do you think? Because, I'm into you.
You're into me?
Yeah. And I want you to be into me.
Well, I am.
Yeah? Serious?
Yeah. Serious.
So much for me not stopping, eh?
It's all right, you can come out now.
She's gone.
Thank God.
Did she give you the third degree?
Thought I was never going to get rid of her. Where were you? What time will you be back? Can I get you to ring her?
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I told you at your mum's all day.
Thanks.
She's going to be back tomorrow, though, isn't she?
Yeah.
I know. She won't give up. She's going to want to do a pregnancy test.
I know.
Why don't you just tell her you're pregnant, then?
Because if I do, there'll be no turning back. I'll have to go through with it.
And if you don't tell her?
No more money. And no more bar. Paddy Grant's back this week and he wants paying. And he won't take no for an answer.
God, Jackie. How are you going to get yourself out of this one?
dilemmas continue in this week of Brookside tomorrow at 8:30. Well, next on 4, Benny Hill, the man behind the schoolboy humour in the new series of Heroes of Comedy.
Watch your screens.
Down, think all your options through.
Casey, I haven't got time. Suzanne will be round here any minute wanting to do a pregnancy test.
Well, if you do have the baby, you get another 15 grand off the Farnhams, don't you? You'll be able to pay Barry off.
Yeah, but I don't even know if I'll get all the money till the baby's born. I can't wait 9 months. Barry Grant wants paying now.
What happens if you don't pay him?
He says he's going to torch the bar.
That's mad. You're paying him £1 a week. What's he got to gain from burning the place down?
It's not what he's got to gain. It's what he's got to lose.
What?
It's face, isn't it? He's always going on about how he can't be seen to lose face. If he says he's going to burn the bar down, he means it.
Well, if you don't have the baby, you'll still owe Barry Grant and you'll owe the Farnhams as well.
Either way, I'll lose the bar. And this is supposed to be the solution to all my problems. But it's just making things more complicated. Oh, what am I going to do?
I don't know, but you better hurry up and make your mind up.
I just need some room to manoeuvre, don't I? Get a chance to talk to Barry. I need to put Susanna off.
How are you going to do that?
Don't know.
There's one way you could put her off.
How?
And what if I do the test instead?
You what?
Well, I'll leave you a sample. I'll hide you in the toilet, and when you do the test, just use my sample.
Do you reckon?
Well, why not? Give it a bit of breathing space, won't it, while I decide what to do?
Casey, you are a lifesaver.
Nice, but have this coffee, take a bit of liquid on board.
There's no chance of you being pregnant, is there?
What? My sex life? It'll have to be another immaculate conception.
Molly, what a lovely surprise. Do come in.
Hello, David.
I wonder how Mick's getting on.
I put to get on better than yesterday.
Poor Get. And I think I've got problems.
Look, I know you're frightened, but you've got to get yourself seen too.
What if it... you know...
Always look on the bright side, eh?
All right, so I'm a coward.
You're not a coward. You're my hero. And everything's going to be all right.
Thomas Sweeney?
Mum? Dad? It's all right. There's no one in.
Sneaking into my girlfriend's house, eh? It's like being 15 again.
Hey, who says I'm your girlfriend?
I do.
I've got to get changed.
Well, come on, then.
Where are you going?
I'll watch you get changed.
What?
Come on.
I'll see my mum and dad come back.
Well, it'll be like being 15, won't it? Come on.
When you took my client's first statement on July the 2nd, was he tense? Nervous?
Yes.
Very nervous, obviously.
No. I suppose he was quite calm, really, considering.
Considering he had just made a seeming admission of murdering his mother-in-law? Anybody would be very tense after that.
Not necessarily, sir. Takes all sorts. Some people are glad to admit to murder. It gets it off their chest.
But Michael Johnson stayed calm throughout the interview.
I would describe him as tense, but not distraught.
I see. At the same time as you were interviewing the accused, Michael Johnson, Detective Inspector Anderson was interviewing the accused wife, Elaine Johnson. I have here a transcript of that interview. During that interview, Elaine Johnson breaks down several times. She is clearly very emotional in a fragile state of mind. Not surprising, I suppose. Now, let me turn to the second interview on October the 22nd.
Yes.
And can you tell the court in what circumstances that interview took place?
He came to the police station. He wanted to change his story.
You mean he wanted to make a new statement?
Yes, that's right. He wanted to make a new statement.
Of course. His second statement is completely different from his first statement, is it not?
Substantially.
In what way?
Well, according to his new statement, he didn't kill Gladys Charlton. Her death had nothing to do with him.
I see. Sergeant, did he have anything further to say regarding the death of Gladys Charlton?
He said that his wife, Elaine Johnson, had killed her.
I see. And did you seek to re-interview Elaine Johnson?
Yes.
And?
She'd absconded.
While on bail, awaiting trial for the murder of Gladys Charlton. Sergeant, did Michael Johnson explain to you why in his first statement he had said he had killed Gladys Charlton?
He said he was protecting Elaine Johnson and his wife.
And why would he do that?
I've no idea.
Sergeant, isn't it often the case that husbands try and take the blame for what their wives have done and vice versa?
Yes, they do.
Which would explain him telling lies in his first statement and the truth in his second statement.
If you say so.
Is it not possible that Michael Johnson said he had murdered Gladys Charlton to protect his wife?
Yes, I suppose so.
Thank you. No more questions.
Let's get out of here, come on.
Sinbad, wait. Is it what's wrong?
He said I've got piles.
Thank God, I told you, didn't I?
Hang on, Carmel. That's the good news.
What?
He did all kinds of tests on me in there.
Tests?
Yeah, he took blood, urine, all sorts.
Why?
Said it was routine because I hadn't been in for ages.
Well, there you go then.
Well, he would say that, wouldn't he?
Why?
He mustn't have liked what he saw. There must be something else wrong. Cancer or something.
Are you all right in there?
Yeah, just waiting for nature to take its course.
Oh, sorry. How many days late did you say your period was?
A couple now.
And you're normally pretty regular, aren't you?
Yeah, I can usually set me watch by it.
Well, it has to be a good sign. You know, I think we might have cracked it this time, don't you?
Let's hope so, eh?
Well?
Nothing yet.
It's not changing.
No, it doesn't look like it.
To wait for another month.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right, Jackie. It's not your fault. You've kept your side of the bargain. We just have to let nature take its course, won't we?
Is it usual to prescribe diamorphine for someone in Gladys Charlton's condition?
Yes, to relieve acute pain.
Which she would need.
Increasingly so. The cancer had spread to Gladys Charlton's bones. Bone cancer causes a great deal of pain. The pain would gradually get worse, and the patient would become increasingly tolerant of the higher level of the drug. In other words, larger and larger doses would be needed to control even an unchanging level of pain.
So, if the pain wasn't managed properly, if Gladys Charlton wasn't prescribed enough diamorphine, she'd been in considerable pain.
Oh, yes.
Dr. Miller, in Michael Johnson's statement to the police, he claims that the patient's pain wasn't managed properly because you didn't prescribe a sufficient dosage of diamorphine. What do you say about that?
Well, in my opinion, the patient was prescribed an adequate dosage. Her pain was being managed satisfactorily, given the circumstances.
And what circumstances were those?
Well, I would have been a great deal happier if Mrs. Charlton had have allowed me to have her admitted to hospital or to a hospice.
But given that the patient was so unwilling to leave Brookside Close, was there any need for the defendant to buy heroin off the street and administer it to her?
Oh, certainly not. It would present great dangers if the heroin was impure, for instance. And it made it almost impossible for me to prescribe correctly.
Suppose the patient actually needed more diamorphine than you'd prescribed.
Well, if she or her family felt that that was the case and have told me so, I would have reviewed the situation.
And did this ever happen?
Oh, yes, several times.
And did you increase Mrs. Charlton's dosage of diamorphine when they expressed their concerns?
When I felt it was medically appropriate, yes.
Dr. Miller, in her later days, Gladys Charlton was considerably disabled, was she not?
Yes, she was bedbound. And she needed assistance in feeding herself and her toilet needs.
In short, she'd become a burden.
She needed a lot of looking after.
And the work involved in caring for a terminally ill patient, one suffering terrible pain such as Gladys Charlton, must be immense.
Well, it's pretty much a full-time job.
So, Cassie Charlton, Elaine Johnson and Michael Johnson, none of them with any experience of nursing a terminally ill patient, suddenly found themselves as full-time carers.
More or less.
From your considerable experience of this type of situation, Doctor, how do people cope?
It varies. On one extreme, some people positively thrive on it. The role of carer really brings out the best in them.
And the other extreme?
People find the situation hard to cope with. They buckle under pressure.
And as we all know, when people are under severe pressure or stress, they're capable of doing the most irrational things. Dr. Miller, had the patient or her family ever indicated to you that they could not cope with the task?
They had not.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Dr. Miller, how many times did you visit Gladys Charlton during the 2 months before she died?
Maybe a dozen times.
As often as that? And when you visited, who would generally be looking after Gladys Charlton?
More often than not, Michael and Elaine Johnson. Sometimes Cassie Charlton.
So it's fair to say that Michael Johnson and Elaine Johnson were doing the bulk of the work.
Well, that's the impression I got.
Dr. Miller, in all the times you visited Gladys Charlton, did you ever see Michael Johnson buckle under pressure, to coin a phrase?
No.
Did you ever see him unable to cope?
No.
Thank you, Doctor.
I have no further questions, Your Honour.
Nor I. Thank you, Doctor. The witness may be released.
Come on.
Lindsay?
What are you doing here? We're just going for some lunch.
Tell Ron to get in touch.
Yes, yes, of course. I'm sure he will.
Oh, thanks again. You're a good listener, David.
You're very easy to listen to.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care going home, Molly.
Oh, thanks for the soup. It was delicious.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I really thought it was going to be our month.
Yes, I know.
We did everything by the book. I followed the instructions step by step, and then when Jackie's period was late...
Well, not to worry, eh? Same time, same place next month.
Afraid so. Max, we are doing the right thing, aren't we?
What?
The surrogacy. Is it right?
What? Where's this come from?
We wouldn't have dreamt of doing this a year ago, would we?
A year ago, we had Matthew and Emily.
No. I suppose I just want someone to tell me we're doing the right thing.
We want another baby, don't we?
More than anything.
Well, then it's right. It's right for us. Surely that's what matters.
Yeah.
Come on, get your coat.
Well, where are we going?
I am taking you to lunch at Bar Brookie.
What's the occasion?
You, me, the turkey baster. And better luck next time.
Another month of sitting around in the meantime.
Well, if we have to sit around and wait, we might as well sit around and wait with a glass of wine in our hands. Come on.
Get the eating turned up, will you, Bingham? Put the kettle on. I've got frostbite here.
You've been out there all this time?
2 minutes, you said.
Well, I couldn't just get shot of her, could I? Anyway, I thought you were going round to the bar.
I couldn't take that chance on her seeing me. Do you know what? I'm sure I saw a trout go past out there.
You'd better get some warm clothes on. You get chilblains.
You're not kidding me. I need something warm inside me like your piping hot Scotch broth.
A bit of a problem there, I'm afraid, Ron. Molly and I finished it off.
You what?
Well, it was lunchtime and she was a bit peckish.
A cheek of that woman. First she does me out of 500 quid, now she's had me bloody soup. Soup!
Oh, dear, bless you. I'd get in a hot bath as soon as possible if I were you. Sounds like you might be coming down with a cold.
How you been, love?
Hanging in there.
Hey, sorry about this morning, mate. I had to go to the quacks.
Oh, no, it's all right. Look, how'd it go?
So. Well, it is piles, which is a relief. But he did all sorts of tests. God knows what's up, and it could be anything.
I told him it'll be okay. It'll just be routine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, beginning to sound like a right old lady, aren't I?
Peter, your face is tripping you. You all right?
No, not really, no.
Why, what's up?
Haven't you heard?
Here's what?
She's dumped me.
What?
Lindsay, give me the elbow.
Oh, Ray, why? What for?
For him, by the looks of things.
What? She's dumped you for that at the bar?
Certainly looks that way, doesn't it?
Come on, let's go somewhere else.
No, you're all right. There's a table over there. Come
Let's go.
Come on.
Barry, have you got a sec?
No, not really.
Look, it's about the money I owe you.
What about it?
Well, I was wondering if...
Look, not now, eh?
You don't even know what I'm going to ask you yet.
I want the money this week or else, all right? There's a Bacardi and Coke and a mineral water. Thanks.
Take the book in your right hand and read from the card.
I swear that, by Almighty God, that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So what's with the gob then? I've been trying to have words with Barry about the money, but he doesn't want to know.
Look at them. Must well be laughing in my face.
Peter, leave it.
I'm not going to sit here and take that.
Peter.
Do you have the floor to right under my nose?
Peter.
Allow me some dignity, Ailins.
Please.
Do one.
Hey, I wasn't talking to you.
Are you deaf? Just do one.
Oh.
So the three of you took turns in looking after your dying mother?
Yeah. Elaine and Mick did...
Michael Johnson, the accused?
Yeah. Him and Elaine did most of the lion's share. Because I was working. I wasn't living with them. There was no room.
Yes. So the final weeks before your mother died, I imagine things became quite difficult for the three of you.
Yeah. Sometimes it was terrible.
Terrible?
Yeah. Some days my mum was in agony. We just didn't know what to do.
You didn't know what to do?
No. Seeing someone you love just lying there in pain, you just feel so helpless.
Indeed.
I wanted her to go to the hospital, but the other two wasn't having it.
Mick and Elaine?
Yeah. They wanted her to stay at home. She needed proper care.
Well, what effect did this have on Mick and Elaine?
They just put themselves under more pressure. I'm sure they were trying their best, but they got it all wrong.
They got it all wrong. Cassie, the last few days of your mother's life, what was her physical condition like?
Bad. She was killed up in a ball of pain. Just crying like a baby.
I know it's upsetting for you, but we're nearly through.
Miss Charlton, are you able to continue?
Yes.
Miss Reed.
Your Honour. Miss Charlton, you were telling us about the last few days of your mother's life.
Well, as time went by, we just lost it.
I'm sorry?
We couldn't handle it. My mum was crawling the walls in pain. And we couldn't do anything to help her. We were desperate.
So yourself and Elaine and Mick had, in your words, lost it.
We were just desperate.
I want to come now to the night of your mother's death. When did you last see her alive?
It must have been about 10 o'clock. My mum was in a bad way. I was upset. I just needed some fresh air. So I walked home and had a shower and changed my clothes.
Leaving Mick and Elaine in the house?
Yeah, that's right.
And what time did you return?
It must have been about 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, I'd stopped by the garage, to pick up some flowers for her to brighten up her room.
Miss Charlton, when you returned to number 5 Brookside Close at 1 o'clock in the morning, what did you discover?
That my mum was dead.
And did Mick and Elaine have anything to say about this?
Yes. They said she died in her sleep, peacefully.
Miss Charlton, Elaine Johnson later told you a different story about what took place that night, didn't she?
Yes.
What did she tell you?
She told me that Mick had smothered me mum. And he took a pillow and put it over her face. That Mick killed me mum.
Have you any reason to believe that Elaine Johnson's confession was not true?
No.
So, in effect, Miss Charlton, you believe that the accused, Michael Johnson, murdered Gladys Charlton?
Yes.
Can I help you?
Don't ever do that again.
You what?
Don't ever talk to Lindsay like that while I'm there.
Do me a favour, will you?
I'll do you a favour by not putting a bullet straight through you. Stay away from Lindsay.
What's going on?
God, I feel sorry for you.
Why don't you stay for another coffee? I wouldn't mind a chat.
All right, 5 minutes.
Peter, you haven't finished your drink?
What's going on?
Lindsay, come back, will you?
You haven't paid your bill? Between those two bleeding down my neck and trying to keep that head case Barry Grand sweet, I feel like I'm banging my head against the brick wall.
I don't know how you do it, Jackie, in order to keep this place open.
I know. Well, I've decided. That's it. I've had enough.
You are?
Well, it isn't worth all the hassle, Katie. All bets are off. Barry Grant can do whatever he wants because I'm getting out of this place. Start again from scratch. Somewhere else.
What about the baby? What are you going to do about that?
I'll have to get rid of it, aren't I? I'm gonna have an abortion.
Next, one of the modern age's most prized possessions, the car. But what happens when it goes wrong? Crash, new for Tuesdays in a few minutes.